mostly they will ask you, right? So today what we are going to do, guys, we are going to discuss about the routing. Yeah, we are going to discuss about the routing. Already we know about the routing, guys, right? We already done in my layer 3 switch. Did you remember that? We have configured multiple VLANs, and there we just type the IP routing command, right, guys? Did you remember that, everybody? So can you please type for me what exactly the routing? Somebody they ask you this question. What exactly the routing? Help me out, guys. What is routing? Everybody feeling shy, man. I don't know. Don't feel shy, guys. You should be like a trigger. Okay, communication with different device. Okay. Sending packet from one network to another. Okay. Packet forwarding. Okay. Forwarding packets from one destination to another. Okay. Is there any other way, guys? Because whenever you are going to talk to somebody, they need to understand this, because I understood that. Whatever you are trying to say, I understood that. Is there any easiest way? No, no, don't say static, dynamic, and all. Those are the types of way of doing communication. Yeah. Communication, different device, and select best path. Okay. Anyone, guys? Can you help me out? What is routing? See, this is what the correct way. Actually, not interconnection, you can say communication between different networks, guys. The routing is nothing but communication between different networks. So different networks in the sense, for example, some devices they are running in 192.168.1 network. Some devices they are running in 192.168.2 network, right? If they want to talk each other, we need to do a routing. The routing is nothing but communication between different networks. Not only that, guys, for example, if you want to access the internet, right? In internet we have a different networks are there. Each and every website is belongs to the different networks, right? So that time what you are going to do, if you want to talk, if you want to access the internet, then you need to have a router, right or wrong, guys? Everyone, because it's a layman term. Because why I'm telling to you like that, because as you said, most of the people they said correct. Because if you try to say packet and all, people they do not know what is packet, what is frame and all. Whenever you go for some layman term, somebody they ask you, but what is the purpose of this router, man? Then you said that routing, then immediately ask you, "Oh, what is this, what is routing?" Then you need to tell them, see sir, you want to access internet and all, no? So that's why you need to have a router. Because if you tell them also network and all, he don't understand it, guys. Right or wrong? Everyone in your home, you have a router, right? So what you are going to do, one interface is connecting to the LAN, other interface is connecting to the WAN. Right, guys? Did you notice that, everybody? Say yes or no. For example, in my home, I have a router here. Usually the broadband routers we are going to purchase, right? One interface, what we are doing, we are connecting to ISP. So we can call it as a WAN interface. And one interface, what we are doing, we are connecting either switch or we can connect it to our laptop or desktop. So this interface, we can call it as a LAN. So for our LAN and WAN, in between, we are going to connect with the router. So router is the mediator, right, guys? So the purpose of the router is communication between from one network to another network. Indirectly, you are saying that from LAN to WAN. Is it clear, everybody? Understand this one, guys. The main purpose of the router is that routing. Routing is nothing but communication between different networks. Right? In layman terms, you can tell them, bus, whenever you have a internet and all, make sure that you need to have a router, because the router is the guy who is going to route your information to the internet, so that you can able to access different websites. Yeah, from your internal network to internet, you are going to use the router. Right, guys? Everybody is okay or not? Perfect. Now what I'm going to do, the basic purpose of router is routing. Routing is nothing but communication between different networks. Right, guys? Then after that, how it's going to communicate with different networks? how it's going to communicate with different networks. The basic purpose of routing is nothing but communication between different networks. How it's going to communicate to the different networks? Help me out, guys. Everyone. Okay, through IP address. Because try to understand this one, guys. I think you guys are thinking in different way, man. Don't do that. For example, I am trying to access Facebook. I am trying to access YouTube. I am trying to access Google. I am trying to access different websites. Right, guys? Right or wrong? Because this all information will go through your router only. Yeah, your router is going to act as a gateway for our internal network, right? It's going to route your information from internal network to external network, right? How it's going to do? Who said to do this? The basic purpose of the router is communication between different networks. How router knows this? Different networks. How it knows to communicate? No, not MAC table, man. Yeah, routing table. The routers, what they are going to do, guys? They are going to maintain the routing table. Is it clear, guys? So what is exactly the routing table? What is exactly the routing table? What it contains? The routing table, it contains the routes for different destinations. Are you clear, guys? The routing table, it contains the routes for different networks. For different networks. Guys, don't get confused, huh? The routing table, it contains the routes for different networks. Then how these routes are going to build? How these routes are going to build inside your routing table? How these routes are going to build? Routes are best paths for yeah, that's correct. That's correct. The routes are going to build based on the routing protocols. Are you clear, everybody, guys? The routes are going to build by using some different routing protocols. So by using that routing protocol, it's going to build the routes. So these are all routes, we can call it as a routing table. Understand, guys? By using this routing table, you can able to communicate with different networks. So the basic purpose, the whole system, we can call it as a routing. Who's going to do this? The router. Are you clear or not, everybody, guys? Understand or not? Everyone, guys, say yes or no. Basically, the router, what it does, it's going to do the routing. What is routing? Communication between different networks. How it's going to communicate with different networks? Based on the routing table. Actually, what it contains, the routing table? The routing table, it contains the best routes, right? Routes for different networks. Then how it's going to build these routes? Based on some routing protocols. Then what are the routing protocols? Can anyone know that? What are the routing protocols are there? Basically, which routing protocols we are going to use it? Basically, we are going to do two type of routing. The first one is static routing and second one is dynamic routing. Is it clear, everybody, guys? Understand or not? So now I just want to ask you something here. Sir, actually I can see in my home we have a broadband router. In my broadband router I didn't do all these things. You are telling so many stories to me. What is this? Did you notice that the broadband router, guys? Did you notice that broadband router? You will find couple of LAN interfaces and only one WAN interface. Did you notice that? The LAN interface and WAN interface is there. That's it. Are you able to do any routes inside that? Are you able to configure any routing protocols? Just I'm trying to explain to you guys. Think about it. Because Seshu is trying to say so many stories here. He is trying to say, yeah, router is going to do routing with different networks, routing table, routes, routing protocols and all. But when I purchase a router for my home, I'm not going to configure any routing protocol or anything. Simply what I'm trying to do, I just connected my internet connection. That's it. then automatically I am going to access the internet. I am not going to do anything. Is it clear, guys? Everybody understand or not? What is this? Exactly what's happening there? For the small process, why we need to learn all these things, guys? Guys, everybody understand what I'm trying to say? Because some people, they may ask you this question. Yeah? Did you notice that? Have you seen the broadband router, guys? Everybody. Say yes or no. Have you seen the broadband router? It's behind me, man. Have you seen that broadband router? Okay. See there. Guys, everybody is there, right? Have you seen the broadband router? Did you notice this? Everyone. It is, did you notice this one, guys? It's a broadband router, and behind this router, did you see? There is one WAN interface and 4 LAN interfaces are there, right? Even it doesn't have a console port or anything. Did you notice that one, guys? Yeah, and also here there is some antennas over there. Did you see here? Yeah, did you see that one, guys? The antennas over there. What is this? What is this? What type of routers these are? What type of routers these are? No, no, no. Okay. These are the not ADSL, man. Guys, see, somebody they are trying to say something here. Somebody they are going to say DSL. Somebody they are going to say ADSL. What is DSL and what is ADSL, guys? Actually, Kunal is trying to say something. What is DSL and what is ADSL? DSL is nothing but digital subscriber line. ADSL means asymmetric digital subscriber line. Keep remember this. This is the old technology. Before, whenever you want the internet access, make sure that you need to take the telephone line. Did you remember now? You need to take the telephone line first. So what they are going to do, the service provider, first you will bring the telephone line and you will connect it to your router, the telephone line. Right, guys? Did you notice that? The old one. So those routers we can call it as a DSL or ADSL routers. Guys, did you remember that? Yeah? Did you remember that? But nowadays you cannot see those. Nowadays you cannot see those, right? No telephone line, nothing is required. Right? Nowadays, how the connectivity, guys? Can anyone know that? Man, are you okay? You are feeling bored or it's fine, guys? Because I'm just trying to explain what is the technology. Before we start the routing and all, we need to know all this. Yeah, is it fine, everybody? Say yes or no. Yeah, because everybody has to know this one, guys. Yeah, this is important to understand. Make sure that nowadays what people are going to do, they are going to keep ADSL, it's a little bit advanced, man. That's it. DSL is not that much speed and all. ADSL is bit fast. Yeah, both are going to support the telephone line. Without telephone line, you cannot do it. You cannot get the internet connection. Yeah, understand, Kunal? Okay, now let's see here. Some people they are trying to say different things, guys. Try to understand this. First of all, the WAN connection. WAN is nothing but what? Your internet connection. Okay, guys? WAN is nothing but that's your internet connection. Who is going to provide this internet connection? Help me out, guys. Who is going to provide the internet connection? Your ISP. So what is ISP? ISP is nothing but internet service provider. Right, guys? ISP is nothing but internet service provider. Right, guys? And some people, did you remember there is one more team is there that is called PSTN. What is this? PSTN. PSTN. What is this PSTN? PSTN is nothing but public switch telephony network. Public switch telephony network. In case if you want to take a telephone line, then you are going to contact the PSTN because the ISP only they are going to provide these services, but it's a separate department. They are going to take care of all your telephone lines and all. but internet and all, they are going to take care of ISP. First of all, is it clear, guys? Everybody say yes or no. So if you want internet and you are going to take the services from ISP, right? Now what type of services they are going to provide? For example, I want to take internet connection. Yeah, I want to take internet connection. Then how many types of internet connections are available as per today's technology? The first one is, let's say, PPPoE. What is PPPoE, guys? What is PPPoE? Anybody know about it? PPPoE. PPPoE is nothing but point-to-point protocol over Ethernet, which means some service providers, what they are going to do, whenever you no, not MPLS, man, not MPLS. Kunal, don't go to different way. MPLS is nothing but that's a private network between you and your branches. Yeah, the service provider is going to provide for you the intranet. Okay, Kunal, don't go divert it, because we are talking about the ISP. Just go through it. So ISP, the first one is that we can get the PPPoE connection. So PPPoE is nothing but point-to-point protocol over Ethernet. So which means you are going to get the username and password from service provider. Is it clear? So this connection, how they are going to provide? They are going to keep one ONT. What is ONT? Anybody know about ONT? Some people, they used to say GPON. Guys, GPON. ONT. Do you know what is ONT? Anybody know about the ONT? ONT is nothing but optical network terminator. ONT is nothing but optical network terminator. So the service provider, what it will do, in every home, by default there will be a ONT will be there, optical network terminator. So service provider, what he will do, they are going to connect the fiber to this ONT. Then this fiber connection is going to connect it to some DB room, distribution room. So for example, I don't know, guys, in India, but in Dubai we have a telephone room. In every building we have a telephone room. And from every telephone, guys, everybody is okay or not? Say yes or no. Don't feel bored, right? You're not feeling bored, right, guys? Yeah? Everybody is okay, right? So DB room is nothing but it's a distribution room. We can call it as a telephone room. In every building you will find this telephone room. And from this, one connection will go to the apartment, the fiber connection. In every apartment there is a ONT box. Have you seen the ONT box? I think last week I asked that Etisalat guy, because he given to me the ONT box. Let's go and have a look, guys. Guys, did you see the ONT? I'll show it to you now. See here. Good, man. You guys can able to see all this. Nice. See that? Okay. Did you see the ONT, guys? And did you see the back side? There is a fiber ports over there. This is the fiber. Did you see here? Guys, everybody. Yeah. And these are the ports. And if you see here, right now we are taking the service from, and these are our service provider. What is written, guys? It's Etisalat. So Etisalat is my service provider. So I have taken the services from those guys. So this is the ONT box, optical network terminator. It's connected with the fiber, right? So this ONT box, what they do, they are going to keep it in each and every apartment. Whenever you request for internet connection, they will keep it in every apartment. From there, what they do, they will connect it to telephone room, because in every building there is a telephone room. Oh, because I don't know, man, in India how it is. Yeah. I'm sorry for that, because I don't know, but I'm trying to explain to you. That's why now today I think Modi sir, he said to everybody, we are giving the fiber network in each and every village, right? If you go through his message today, he mentioned there, right, guys? I think I'm not sure whether you heard his messages or not, what he said about technology, right? He said about that we are providing the fiber technology, ONT. Yeah. Yeah. whoever wants the internet. But here in Dubai, by default, in every apartment, there is Etisalat already, they pull the fiber and they kept ready. The moment when you request for internet and they bring this ONT and they will connect there directly. They don't pull the fiber. Yeah, because it's very systematic, guys, here. I'm not saying India is not like that, but India is a huge population. That's why maybe there is a reason. Okay, guys, let's come back. Don't go to those discussions. Yeah, can we continue? Everyone? Yep, let's don't go to that discussion, man. One day we will catch up here in Dubai. Everybody have a lot of fun. Let's see here. Now what you are going to do now? From the ONT, we are going to connect one fiber. This is from the service provider. You will connect it to the telephone room. From ONT again, there is some copper ports are there. And he will tell you this is your internet connection. Take this cable and connect it to your router. Then this router, what I can do, I can connect to the switch and I can connect whatever device I want. Or this router, maybe I have a wireless broadband router. You understand, guys? So this router, it doesn't have any telephone line ports or nothing. This router, you will find all RJ45 ports. So that's why we can call it as a broadband routers. Are you clear, guys? Do you understand? So from here to here, you will connect it. Then after that, what you will do, you just access your router by default. You know that whenever you purchase a TP-Link or D-Link or any other routers, by default, there is a IP address 192.168.1.1. Then after that, you will enter the username and password. Right, guys? Then after that, what you will do, whatever the service provider he provided for you, the username and password, then because whenever you enter there, it will ask you what type of WAN connection do you have. After you log into the router, then it will ask you what type of WAN connection do you have. And you said that I have a PPPoE connection. The moment when you select the PPPoE, then it will prompt you, give me username and password. Just you need to enter the username and password. Then click OK. Then after that, you can establish the connectivity with your ISP. Is it clear? Everybody understand or not? Say yes or no, guys. Everyone. I think some people, they don't understand. Madam Singh, are you clear? Do you understand this? Everyone. Yeah, because what you are trying to do, guys, from the ONT you directly connected to your router, the WAN interface. There is a WAN interface is there. It written there on top of the router, it written there WAN. Then just what you can do, you just connected that interface to the router. Then after that, you will log in the router with the IP address 192.168.1.1 and you are going to enter the default username and password. Then after that, you will select the WAN connection as a PPPoE. Then you enter the username and password which is provided by your service provider. Then after that, once you click, then automatically the internet connection is going to establish. That's it. Right? And some routers, did you notice that you will find the antennas here? Right now in my home, you saw that. What is this router, guys? What is this router? Whenever you see the antenna, what it does mean? It supports the wireless. It supports the wireless. So which means this router, it's act as a wireless access point as well. Right or wrong, guys? Everybody, it supports the Wi-Fi services as well. Yeah. So what you have to do, once you establish the connection, what's your job? You are going to configure the SSID. Right? What is SSID, guys? In the same router, you can go to the wireless. In the wireless section, you will find how many radios are there. Can anybody know about the wireless, guys? Can anybody know about the wireless? How many radios are there? 2 radios. Guys, everybody, no, not authentication, Santosh. We need to talk about the radios. We have 2 radios, right? What is those radios? 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. These we can call it as a radios. These are the frequencies, right? Either you can able to connect your laptop or desktop, your mobile phone with 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. What is the difference between 2.4 and 5? Anybody know it? What is the difference between 2.4 and 5 gigahertz? I think most of them is, guys, do you know wireless technology? You should know it, man. Okay, no problem. Anyway, it's fine, guys. No issues. Yeah, we have two radios. So what you are going to do, you are going to configure your Wi-Fi. One day I will take the class for you guys. Yeah, we will go through the complete Wi-Fi technology. Yeah, just remind me one day whenever you get a free, just we will have a fun chat. Then I just explain to you how to configure SSIDs and all. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'll bring one access point and I'll show it to you how to configure it once we finish the routing concept. Okay, guys. Let's go now. Now what you are going to do, you are going to, whenever you see the antennas, which means you can able to configure the Wi-Fi as well. So simply SSID is nothing but service set identifier, which means you are going to give the Wi-Fi name. For example, when somebody comes to your home, then whenever they switch on the Wi-Fi in their mobile, which means when they enable the Wi-Fi, immediately it will show you SSIDs nearby in your home. If somebody, colleagues or some other people, if they have any SSIDs are configured, if they broadcast, then you can see that. The moment, for example, in my home, you can see here. See here in my home, this is the SSIDs, guys. I configured two SSIDs. I have two radios. Did you see everybody? Seishu at Cisco 5 gigahertz. Seishu at Cisco 2.4 gigahertz. Yeah, this is called SSID. SSID is nothing but service set identifier, which means when somebody requests you, whenever somebody comes to your home, when they turn on their Wi-Fi, then they can see these SSIDs. Yeah, and you can see some other SSID also, Jibo, Khalid, Matthew, something, Sai, TP Link, something. So this is my neighbors, because in my floor I have almost 10 apartments are there. Maybe maybe the ranges are coming up to here in my home. Is it clear, guys? Everybody understand this? This is called SSID. So if anybody comes to my home, then they will ask you. They just see these SSIDs and they click on that. The moment when you click on that, what will do? It will going to prompt you, give me the password. Then you can enter that password. You understand, guys? So those things, those configurations where you can do it in your broadband router. Is it clear? Everybody understand this? Say yes or no, guys. Yep. Everyone, don't feel bored, man. Yeah. So that is called PPPoE connection, guys. So PPPoE connection is nothing but just you can connect from ONT to your router with Ethernet cable. That's it. Take one Ethernet cable and connect it. Then after that, log into the router. Once you log in it, then it will ask you what type of internet connection you have. Then it's required just minimum basic common sense, guys. Because whenever you log in, there is two tabs will be there. LAN tab, WAN tab. WAN is nothing but that's your internet connection. Just click on the WAN. Then the moment when you click on the WAN, then it will ask you type of connection. There will be a drop down list will be there. Inside the drop down list, you are going to select PPPoE. Then once you select the PPPoE, then immediately it's going to prompt, give me username and password. The moment when you enter the username and password from your service provider, then automatically it will establish the internet connection. That's it. You no need to do any other stuff. Then after that, go to the LAN. Then LAN by default you log in with which IP address? 192.168.1.0. That is the network, right? Either if you want to use the same network or if you want to change different network, it's up to you. There is no problem. You can change that, then click OK. Here there is an option called DHCP enable. Then enable the DHCP and click OK. That's it. Here, what I'm trying to tell you, you are not going to do any routing or anything, guys. These routers, it's a plug and play router, PNP routers. Plug and play is nothing but it's already programmed. Whatever information coming from the LAN interface, it's automatically sending to the internet. It does the NAT automatically. You don't need to do any other stuff. Just give the internet connection to the WAN. And just, are you understand, guys? It has only two interfaces. The first one is LAN and second one is the WAN. That's it. And this guy is the mediator between the LAN and WAN. So whatever information is coming to the LAN, it's automatically sending to the internet. That's it. It's like a plug and play routers. Is it clear, everybody? Here you no need to do any other stuff. Are you understand, guys? This is like a Soho routers. This is for small deployments. Whenever in your home, if users are, and you don't want to do any customization here, you cannot add any static routes, you cannot configure any dynamic routing protocols, you cannot able to do any other stuff. These are the router, just a plug and play. It's already programmed. Everything is programmed. Whatever information coming from the LAN interface, automatically it will send it to the WAN. It will translate it and send it to the WAN. That's it. It's very easy stuff to configure it. Only the required, the basic knowledge. So everybody okay or not about the PPPoE and the router? Say yes or no, guys. Yeah. So first connection we have seen that PPPoE. So for PPPoE, you need to have a username and password. This is what is required. Then second one is that static. What is this static, guys? You applied the internet connection, then service provider told you he will send you an email with static public IP, right? So which means, guys, which means static is nothing but manually you need to configure the public IP. Let's say your service provider has given 89.92.45.65. Is it clear? And he will give you the IP address, subnet mask, let's say 255.255.255.252. Then gateway 89.92.45.64. Then he will give you the primary DNS, which is 213, let's say in my Dubai I am getting 213.42.20.20, and alternate DNS, which is 195.229.219.222. Guys, is it clear, everybody? So some service providers, what they are going to do, they are going to give the static public IP, which means they will give you this information. So here what you have to do, in case if you are taking a broadband router, in the drop down list you will find the first option as a PPPoE, the second option is a static. So here you need to select this static. The moment when you select the static, then immediately it will prompt you, give me IP address, give me subnet mask, give me gateway, give me DNS, give me alternate DNS. So these are all details, whatever you got it from service provider, you need to enter. Is it clear or not? Everybody okay or not? Static means manually you are going to configure the IP address. So these IP addresses provided by your service provider. Is it clear, guys? Everybody okay or not? But you didn't ask me one more question. Let's say, Seshu, whenever you connect with the PPPoE, right? You are going to just enter the username and password, right? That time, what type of IP address you are going to get? That time you are going to get the dynamic public IP. Keep remember this one, guys. You are going to get the dynamic public IP from service provider. Are you clear, guys? Dynamic public IP. Whenever you connected with the PPPoE connection, then you are going to get the dynamic public IP from your service provider, which means you have a public IP, but this public IP, it's randomly changing. In case if I shut down my router, if I power it on again, maybe I'll get the different public IP. But if you take a static public IP, make sure that this public IP will never change until service provider is going to change it for you. Is it clear, guys? Everybody okay or not? Static public IP and PPPoE. Say yes or no. And I want to ask you one more question, guys. Now if I want to know what's my public IP, how I know it? Is there any way to get the public IP? Because right now I want to know what is the public IP. Anybody know it, guys? Because no, you cannot Google it, man. How you can Google it? Guys, anybody know it? What's your public IP? Most of the people are working, man. Help me out, guys. You need to type the what is my IP. Can we see now? What's my public IP, guys? Yeah? Are you ready? Can we go and check what's my public IP? Yeah? Everyone, guys, see there. Just go there. Just open the browser and type it there. www.whatismyip.com. There you can see it. Guys, can you able to see that? What is my public IP? See here. I am staying in Sharjah. Yeah. and my ISP is Emirates Telecommunication Corporation, and my public IP is 2.49.221.162. Did you see here, everybody? Yeah, guys, did you see that? Yeah, this is my public IP. Even in your office also, you just type this IP address, is this site, what is my IP.com. Whenever you type what is my IP.com, then you can able to see your public IP and who providing this public IP, which ISP is providing your public IP. You can able to see it. Everybody okay or not, guys? Here in my home, we have a PPPoE connection, guys. Yeah, we have a PPPoE connection, so that whenever, yeah, those service provider, they given me username and password to me. So let me check my router, Amy. Can we see my broadband router, guys? Let's see that either I have. Yeah, don't feel bored, guys. This is part of your course. You can able to see it. Yeah, don't feel bored. Let's go and see. I have a D-Link router, guys. This D-Link router is provided by my service provider. I believe I don't know the password, which is it this? No. There you go. No, I changed it, man. Don't keep the default. Guys, did you see here, everybody? It's lucky to have a look on this. Did you see here, everyone? And did you notice this? The connection type, everybody. Did you notice that? What is my connection type, guys? PPPoE, right? So the moment when I entered the username and password, did you see here the IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DNS, primary DNS, alternate DNS, I can able to see it, right? Right, guys? Everybody is okay or not? So now if you want to configure this, what you have to do, usually here, it's very simple, guys. They don't allow us to touch anything. These people are very smart. They will tell you just go and connect the router, that's it, we can take care of everything. Are you understand, guys? The technician, when he come to your home also, he just connected the WAN connection and he will call to his office, sir, I connected the connection, that's it. Then those guys, they will access remotely, they will do it. See here, my internet connection is PPP. When I went to the settings and click internet, then did you notice here I selected the PPPoE. So if you want, you can select the static. See here, static and dynamic. Guys, everybody understand or not? Say yes or no, guys. Yeah, this is, see here, Naga, my wife name. Yeah, did you see here the password? You understand, guys, everybody? This username, you can select anything, guys. You can just go and tell them I want this name, they will give you. Yeah, so this is the password. And guys, everybody okay or not? Say yes or no. Yeah, see here, just if you want to establish the internet connection, just select the PPPoE and specify the username and password. In case, as I told you, if customer specify the static public IP, then you need to select the static IP, then specify the IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and primary DNS. Is it clear, guys? Everybody understand? In case, if you select the dynamic IP, what is this? Can anybody explain to me? Can anyone explain to me what is dynamic? What is dynamic, guys? Dynamic in the sense, keep remember, service provider, he will give you the cable. Sir, you no need to do anything, just connect it to the WAN port. Then you will get the internet. Are you understand, guys? The moment when you select the dynamic, automatically you will get the IP address from service provider. Dynamically it's going to assign the IP address. So that is called dynamic IP. And there is one more, is there, PPTP. Do you know what is PPTP? Anybody know about PPTP? Help me out, man. PPTP. PPTP is nothing but point-to-point tunneling protocol. You understand, guys? PPTP is nothing but point-to-point tunneling protocol. So some service provider, what they do, they will provide the PPTP connection. Yeah. So you need to get the server, PPTP server IP, username and password. If you guys are okay, then I will show you one day the Draytech router, guys. We have everything. In Draytech router, PPTP, we will configure it our own. Yeah, PPTP. And there is one more L2TP. L2TP means layer 2 tunneling protocol. Compared to PPTP, L2TP is more secure. Okay. There is one more DS Lite. I don't know what is this one, guys. Yeah, first time I am seeing this. Yeah, so these are the connections, you can able to see it. The first one is static, dynamic, PPPoE, PPTP, L2TP, DS Lite, maybe this is their own. And make sure this one, guys, these people, the ISP people in Dubai, they have a tie up with this D-Link. Yeah, and they customize this software. Whatever software is there, it's totally as per their requirement, they build it. You understand, guys? Are you clear, everybody? That's why whenever I am trying to add something here, I am not able to do it because I asked service provider, sir, I want to do some static routing inside and I want to do some changes. They told me, no, sir, you cannot able to do anything because which is controlled by us. This is a PNP router, plug and play. Is it clear, everybody? Understand, guys? Now, if you want to configure the LAN, where you can go to configure the LAN? Did you see here? To configure the LAN, go to the settings, and what is this? Wireless, guys. Can anybody know about the wireless? Man, help me out, man. This is the chance to do yourself. See, whenever you click wireless, oh, it's asking. What is this? Wireless. There is unsaved data on this page. Do you want to abandon? Yes, I want to abandon. Yeah. Whenever you go to the wireless, did you see here? Oh, you are seeing my password, man. I'm sorry. Did you see that? Seshu at Cisco 2.4 gigahertz. Seshu at Cisco at 5 gigahertz. This is my password, guys. Yeah? Everybody is clear or not? Say yes or no, guys. Did you see here? Whenever I click advanced settings, I can able to select. Yeah? You copied? No problem, man. I'll change it later. Yeah? So far, you need to understand. That's what main intention, guys. Yeah? So if you want to configure the wireless, you can able to configure. See, there is a two radios, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz radios. Did you see that? This is broadband router, guys. It's a fancy router. Everything it has ready-made. Just GUI. You need to have only the sense. You should know what is LAN, what is WAN, what is wireless. That's it. See, I don't know anything. Just simply I select an internet. When I see the internet, I understood. Oh, my internet connection, I need to configure it from here. The wireless, I need to configure it from here. Then what is this network, guys? Can you guess and help me out? What is this network? Everyone. What is this network? Anyone? See, everybody is guessing. It's an LAN. Seshu, it will be LAN. See, I am too smart, guys. Did you see here? When somebody connected to my router, I have given the what IP address range, guys. See, I am a culprit. I am not following INA rules. You understand, guys? What is the IP address I given? It's like a public IP. Right, guys? My LAN network will give you the public IP address range. Did you see here, everybody? Are you able to see this? Yeah? See, I configured like a public IP. So the moment when somebody connected to my Wi-Fi or my internal network, they will get the IP address from this range. And did you see the subnet mask? I configured like this. Can you guess and tell me how many IP addresses I am going to get, guys? Quickly. Who is going to tell fast? Who is going to tell you the fast? Help me out. Wow. Nilesh, you send me a personal message to me, man. Guys, did you see that? Everybody understand that? So whatever, by default, this is comes with 192.168.1 network. But I customize this. They allow me to do this. But rest of the things I am not able to do it. Everybody understand or not? Say yes or no, guys. Yeah? But where is the DHCP, man, here? Go there. See? Guys, did you see here? The DHCP over there. Whenever I click on advanced settings, I can able to see the DHCP. If I disable it, I need to go and assign the IP address manually. So my IP addresses are going to start with the 22 until 30. Guys, everybody understand or not? Say yes or no. What is this leisure time, man? And also I told you, right, did you see here? This router is a PNP router. They enable this, plug and play, that's it. Yeah, and also what is this lease time? Can anybody explain to me about this? What is lease time? I don't know, man. Everybody feeling bored. I think why Seshu is showing his router and talking a lot of stuff. Don't you feel like that, guys? This is part of your course because you need to understand this. Yeah? Everybody is okay or not? What is this lease delay? 1440 minutes means what? I know, man, you are too smart, Mr. Arjun. You are trying to type what is there exactly. You are typing the same and you are trying to say that you understood something. I need to know what is this? How many hours? 1440. Because when I went to the customer, some customers they tell you like this. Buddy, actually, we want to give a guest access, but make sure that give only 1 hour. Give only 1 hour. Are you understand, guys? 1 hour means how many minutes? How many seconds? Oh, this lease time is 24 hours, huh? Yeah. Like this, Kunal, you understand? You need to understand like this. Yeah? It's a 3600 seconds. Yeah, see, he is smart. Anil is smart. Good. See? Are you understand, guys, everybody? So you should know this. Yeah, sometimes we will give you 7200 seconds. What is this? 7200 seconds. What is this? How many hours? 6 hours? 2 hours, man. Already see 3600 seconds means it's 1 hour. Yeah. Then 7200 means this. So you need to calculate, guys, because some people they have a crazy requirements. You need to know it. Guys, everybody okay or not? Yeah. And also, do you want to see the routing table of this guy? Huh? Can we able to see the routing table? Where is that? Oh, it's log out, man. Why? Why it's log out, guys? Can anybody help me out? Why it's log out? I didn't do log out, but it log out automatically. Why? It has port forwarding and all, man. I cannot do anything. Yeah, session timeout. Keep remember this. See there. I cannot write any static routes, guys. Here they are allowing to do that, but I cannot. See, when I click add route, I tried it, but it's not working. See? Only WAN interface only is there. There is no LAN interface. Statistics. Let's go and have a look. Yes. And see how many packets are sent, how many packets are received, how many sessions are enabled. Did you see here? Do you know what is session, guys? Anybody know about it? And see here, internet, LAN, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz. See, most of the people are connected with 5 gigahertz. Why? What is the reason? There is 2.4 very less, 5 gigahertz. In my home, we are only me and my wife, guys, and we have two TVs. So our two TVs also, I think it's connected with 5 gigahertz. Yeah, even my laptop also is connected with the 5 gigahertz, I believe. Yeah, see, my laptop also connected with the 5 gigahertz. So right now the traffic, see there, the sending and receiving traffic. Did you see that? The red color is the received. The sending is this, the blue color. Are you understand? The speed it's almost 20 Mbps, man. Yeah, speed is 20 Mbps. So far everybody is clear, guys. Understand this. Say yes or no, guys. And also, if you want to manage this router, I can able to connect it to the. See, did you notice this? Anybody, did you notice that? Even from my mobile also, I can able to control it. That's what. Yeah, you can install one application and you can able to do it. And did you see this? What is this? Did you notice this? Anybody? ACS. Did you notice this? Whenever you say something to your service provider, what they do? They just connect to your router and they do the changes, right? As I told you, some service providers, what they do, guys, you no need to do anything. Simply what they are going to do, they connect to your router directly and they are going to do the changes. Did you heard that? Guys, did you heard this? Do you know that what is ACS? You have a chance to learn all these things, man. Do you know what is ACS, guys? Everyone? No. Anybody know about ACS server? Guys, keep remember, ACS is nothing but it's a centralized control, which means every device is registered with the ACS server, which means the service provider, the Etisalat, they have a ACS server. Inside their ACS server, they register all these routers. In every home, they register it. Whenever I call them, they will ask you, sir, can you give me your connection, or can you give me your telephone number or something? You understand, guys, everybody? Then when I give my telephone number, they know it. This connection is belongs to which home. Then immediately what he will do through ACS server, he can able to restart my router. He can able to check the status of my router. Then he will tell you, sir, your router is not powered on. You power it off. Then I will ask him, how you know? No, sir, because I am not able to see it in my database. Because he is checking the ACS server. You understand, guys? Through ACS server, what the service provider is going to do? He is going to monitor and he is going to do the services. In case if you want to do any upgrade or anything, they will take care of it. You no need to do anything. Is it clear, everybody? Understand or not, guys? We are the Dratec guys. We in Dratec, we have a complete ACS server is there. Yeah? Are you understand, guys? I will show it to you how to configure the ACS server whenever you get your time. Once you understand the routing concept, it's very easy. Everybody okay, guys? Say yes or no. Do you understand the ACS server? Yep. Right. Now, this is what you are going to do, guys. So totally how many types of connections are there? Totally how many types of ISP connections are there? Can anybody type for me there? Totally. Everyone, guys, total how many types of connections are there? The first one is PPPoE. So PPPoE is nothing but what? What you required for PPPoE connection? You required username and password. Right, guys? For PPPoE, you are going to get the username and password from your service provider. The second one is static. What is static, guys? Help me out. What is static? Everyone, static. What is static? Static is nothing but manually you are going to get the IP address from service provider. Then third, dynamic. What is dynamic, guys? Dynamic is nothing but automatic through DHCP. The service provider, he has a DHCP server so that you will get directly IP address from their server. Then four, what is fourth one? PPTP. What is PPTP, guys? PPTP is nothing but point-to-point tunneling protocol. So you require server IP, PPTP server IP, username and password. So this is the service provider is going to provide it to you. Then after that, fifth one, L2TP. L2TP is nothing but layer 2 tunneling protocol. This is also is required L2TP server IP, then username and password. Everybody understand this. Whenever you apply for internet connection, make sure that you will get one of these connection, guys. It's a common for everywhere, right? That's why whenever you go for India or any country, anywhere you can go, there is no problem. Whenever you are trying to configure the router, make sure that you need to ask to your client, sir, what type of connection you are taken from service provider. He will tell you either PPPoE, either static or dynamic or PPTP or L2TP. In case if he tell you static, immediately you need to tell them, sir, can I have that public IP details? Then they will understand, oh, this guy, he know how to work. The moment when you don't know this, then you will see your face, they will see your face. That's it. There is nothing, guys. Are you understand, everyone? Everybody is clear about the WAN. Say yes or no, guys. Is it clear? So now you got a confident how to configure this. Yeah. Now you can go and configure it anywhere. If you buy any broadband router, you can able to do it. Right, guys? Right or wrong? PPTP, L2TP, any advantages? Man, as I told you, PPTP is not a most secured one. L2TP is a secured one. Yeah, because some service provider, what they do, they are going to build the server, LTTP server. Yeah, inside that what they do, they will configure usernames and passwords. For example, you want to start your own ISP, man. In your nearby your home, you have a couple of homes are there. Let's say 10 to 15 homes you want to provide the internet. Then what you are going to do, you are planning that you want to give username and password. Why? Because if you give the cable and tell them to connect it, and they what they do, maybe they misuse it, they will take it, and other people also they connect it, they will get the IP address, right? Understand, Arjun? If you provide them proper username and password, then it's dedicated to the devices, right? That's why most of the people, what they do, they prefer to go with the PPTP. In case if you want to start like your own ISP or L2TP, or if you want to build, you can be able to build the PPPoE connection. That's it. Because usually what we are going to do, one time we did it this one, man. In Windows Server, you can able to configure L2TP. Did you remember, guys? Anybody Windows guys are there? You can able to do L2TP or PPTP. And also in Windows there is S2TP also there. I believe S2TP is there in Windows. Yeah. Arjun, are you clear? If you want to build your own server, you can able to do it. There is no problem. Yeah. Then if you want to provide the internet access and all, give them username and password. Guys, everybody is okay or not? Say yes or no. So far, is it clear for you? Everyone. Those are the connections, guys. How you are going to take the connection? Just there will be a ONT. From ONT, you just connect it to your router with Ethernet cable. Yeah. Then the ONT is going to connect it to fiber to service provider network. You can say DB. Yeah, distribution room. It will connect it there. So your concern is that from here you have a concern. And some people they are going to say CPE, and this is not your concern. You understand, guys? So CPE is nothing but what? Anybody know about this terminology? CPE. Anybody know about CPE, guys? CPE is nothing but customer premises equipment. So here your responsibility as an admin from your router to the until the ONT only. From the ONT to again, you are not responsible. As an engineer, you are not responsible for this. Are you understand, guys? Everybody. And now I want to ask you one quick question. Are you ready to give me an answer? Everybody. Are you ready to give me an answer? Quickly. So now you went to the customer site and customer has given the internet. But unfortunately, customer is saying that I don't know, man, the internet is not working. No idea. So that time, how you will troubleshoot? Let's say the ONT is connected to their router, customer router. Then customer is connected through the LAN port. This is your LAN port and this is your WAN port. And here, he connected to the switch. From switch, he connected to the laptop or desktop. And this ONT is connected to, let's say, ISP. This is you can consider like ISP, man. Don't think too much. Yeah, this is your ISP. Yeah. Now this is your PC. Now you went there. Preetham went there, and Preetham customer said that, "But I'm not able to get the internet." So how you are going to troubleshoot here? Help me out, guys. How you are going to do the troubleshoot here? Open web page and router, check the internet connection status. Okay. Okay. But again, to open the web page and all, you need to take the IP address from service provider. You need to take the username and password from service provider, right? Maybe unfortunately, service provider said to you, sorry, client, you need to take from the client, right? I'm sorry. Client, you have to request to the client, sir, what is the router IP? What is the username and password to log in this router? Right, Nilesh? Right or wrong? What you are saying is correct. I am not saying wrong. That is correct. One way is that you can check from the router also. Then what is other way, guys? Okay, ping to router. These are the troubleshooting things. Okay, good. Okay, you got the, because you are trying to say, let's say 192.168.1.1 and your IP address is 1.11. So from 1.11 you are trying to ping 1.1. That's what you are trying to say, Mahesh, right? Okay, ARP also you are going to see. Okay, anything else, guys? Okay, okay, what else? Okay, let's see here, guys. Let's see here. First of all, first of all, first of all, we need to confirm the internet connection is fine or not, right? So for that, what we have to do, guys, just this is the ONT, right? From the ONT, what we are going to do, we will directly connect it to our laptop. Then inside the laptop, if the customer said to you, we have a PPPoE connection, right? Then you can able to create the PPPoE connection. Do you know how to do that? Say yes or no, everybody. You are connecting directly. You are removing the router from the customer. Just you are unplug the router. Removing the means you are not removing continuous completely, guys. Just what you are trying to do here, just you remove temporary the internet connection and you connect to your laptop. Do you know how many you are going to connect the PPPoE? How many people they know it, guys? Because you need to just confirm that the internet is working or not. Then after that you can think, oh, there is something wrong in the router, so I can take care of that part. Right or wrong, guys? So how many people they know it? How to terminate the PPPoE connection in your laptop or desktop? If you don't know, I'll show it to you. How many people they don't know, guys? Because you went to the customer and you told to the customer, what type of internet connection do you have? Then customer said that we have a PPPoE connection, but we are not able to get the internet. Then immediately what do you do? Then immediately you are going to remove that router connection and connect to your laptop. The moment when you remove it, yeah, I'll show it to you now. Yeah, let's go and see. The moment how to go, guys? Where I have to go? Even I forgot it, man. Help me out, guys. Help me out. Where to go? See, guys, don't worry. Just no, Anil, don't do all this. Because customer telling that I am not getting internet, you are saying I want to try 8.8. What is the reason is that? Just be smart, no? Yeah, Anil. So what you are going to do, guys, go to the control panel and there you can select network and sharing center. Did you see everybody? Are you able to see that? Yeah. Then after that, set up a new connection network. Did you see here? This is what you need to select. Then did you see here? Connected to the internet. Guys, see there, connected to the internet. Then click next. Then it will ask you, you already connected to the internet, I know that. Browse the internet now or set up a new connection. Yeah, select the setup new connection. Then after that, do you want to use a connection that you already have? No. Create a new connection. I don't want to use this existing, I want to create a new connection. Then select that. Then say next. Then it will asking you, you have a broadband or dial-up? Guys, did you see here? Everyone. Yeah, I have a broadband connection. Then immediately it's asking username and password. Give me the username and password. That time you need to ask the customer, sir, give me the username and password. They must have this one, guys. If they say I don't have it, then you cannot do anything. Are you understand? Every customer, they must have this. Then you need to tell them, sir, can I have that username and password? Then enter here, then click connect. Then automatically it's going to establish the connection. In case if doesn't establish it, then you need to call service provider. You need to tell them, boss, I am not able to get the internet connection. There is some issue with your ONT. Everybody is clear or not, guys? Then those people will tell you, yeah, man, we stopped the services. This customer didn't pay the payment. That's why we stopped the service. Guys, everybody understand or not? Say yes or no. Yeah. So that's why you have to clear cut it out. The moment when you are touching his router, open it and do some configuration and something, maybe they are going to tell you. Yeah. Unfortunately, you did something and it worked, it went to something, then it doesn't look nice. That's why remove that main internet connection, connect it to your laptop and create one PPPoE connection and verify it. But again, you didn't ask me one more question. Seshu, this is okay, fine for PPPoE. In case customer has a static IP, then what you are going to do? Customer has a static IP, man. What you are going to do? Help me out, guys. Hello? Customer has a static IP. What you are going to do? This is understand everybody. PPPoE is clear. Say yes or no. Yeah, that's it, man. See, Nilesh, what you are going to do, guys? Just go to your network settings. Whatever public IP you got it from service provider, guys, most of them they don't know. That's why I'm trying to ask this. Yeah, go to your network interface card, which is this. Connect directly from ONT. What you are going to do, guys? This is your ONT. From there directly you can connect to your laptop, the network port. You have a NIC port, right? Network interface card. Then what you are going to do, directly you can connect here. Then just double click on this and ask the service provider, sir, can I have those public IP details? Then go and assign it here. Is it clear, everybody? Guys, everybody understand or not? Assign the IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, yeah, and preferred DNS and all. Just assign it and click OK. But customer said to you, boss, we are taken the from like we are taken the dynamic IP. That time, what you are going to do, guys? Which means actually I didn't get anything from service provider, man. Just he given me this cable. He said that connected to your router, you will get the internet. So that time, if you want to check that from your PC, how you are going to check? Help me out, guys. Are you clear? Static is clear for you, everybody? Guys, I think this is the Madam Singh, just give us 5 to 10 minutes. We will finish it out. Cooking time. She's there, guys. She left, I think. Okay. Good. Are you understand, guys? So in case, that's it, man. In case customer, you take the direct connection. Yeah, it's cooking time. Okay, directly what you are going to do, obtain IP address automatically. Select this, obtain DNS automatically and click OK. That's it. You no need to do anything. Then verify it. In case if you are not getting the IP address or anything, just call to the service provider, tell them, boss, you told me to connect directly to our router, but I connected to my laptop. I am not getting any IP. Can you please check? Then maybe they disable the service for you for temporary. Is it clear? But you didn't ask me one more question. What is that? Says you in case if you have a L2TP or PPTP, how we are going to establish it? Right, guys? Can we do it from your laptop or can you do it from your Windows PC? So that time very simple, guys. Go there, again set up a new connection. Did you notice here? Connected to workplace. Set up a dial-up or VPN connect. Yeah, Vijendra, are you able to see this? Yeah. Then click on this, say next. Then after that, create a new connection. Then I just want to use, yeah, how you want to use this. Just select this. Dial directly or you can able to do this. Dial directly or you can able to create your adapter. Otherwise, you just see here. Then see here, it's asking the internet address. Are you clear, man? Internet server address means that server IP. I told you, know, whenever you want to have a PPTP or L2TP, you need to have a server IP, PPTP server IP. That IP address you can specify it here. Then click next. Then whenever you click OK, whenever you are trying to establish the connection, that time it will prompt you, give me username and password. Are you clear, Vijendra? And Mayur, are you okay? Guys, everybody is understanding or not? Yeah? Man, actually, smart card is nothing but I have seen in some government entities, man, because they are going to have a, there is a chip on that card and you need to, there is some mission will be there. Otherwise, you need to just show that, then automatically you are able to do that. I have seen in the one of the government entities. Yeah, you need to take that card and you have to scan it. That is called your smart card. Use smart card. Yeah. So if you want, I'll check it that and I'll send you the pictures to you. Okay, man? So far everybody is clear, guys. Yeah? everybody is clear? I have seen long back, man. I have seen one of the guy, especially in the immigration. When I went to the immigration, those guys, whenever you see them, the 2 3 times they'll get angry. Why? Who is this guy? And watching our systems like in different way. Yeah, I have seen that in immigrations they used to do that. Yeah, everybody is okay, guys. Is it clear for you? So make sure that whenever you are going to take a broadband routers, it's just a plug and play. You no need to do anything. Just one interface. It is for LAN. Other interface. This is for WAN. That's it. You are going to connect your ISP here, and the LAN interface is going to connect your laptop or desktop, or you can use Wi-Fi. That's it. So whatever traffic is coming from your Wi-Fi or LAN, then the router is going to take that and it will send it to the internet. While it's sending that, it does the NAT, it does the routing, everything is automatic, it's inbuilt. You don't need to do anything, it's already programmed. Is it clear, guys? But we are not learning those things, because in our CCNA course, we are going to learn the routers. Then what is the difference between this router and that router, guys? What is the difference between this router and that router? The Cisco router and that router? Can anybody help me out? I think most of the people, they need to think about it, man. Help me out. Why we need to learn this course? Simply buy one broadband router and finish it. Then my requirement is going to fulfill. Right, guys? Am I right or wrong, guys? Everybody? Help me, man. Yeah, then why we need to learn the Cisco routers? Why these many things? Huh? Cisco we can control, and these are basic and control at ISP. Uh-huh. Oh, this is very good point, man. Even I didn't think about it. Yeah, good. That is okay. One. Another thing. What security? No, no, no. What security you are going to apply it on your Cisco routers? Make sure that the Cisco routers, you are not going to do any kind of security or anything. You are just writing the ACLs there, right? Whether you are going to allow or deny by using the ACLs. You cannot able to do other than that. Right or wrong, Vijendra? See, Preetham has written something nice message. Manage network. You can able to manage your own, and you can able to customize by yourself. Are you understand, guys? And if you take a normal broadband router, they have a limitations. You cannot do everything inside that. In case if you want to configure a dynamic routing as per your requirement, you cannot do it. In case if you want to do special routes, if you want to add it, you cannot do it. Are you understand, Vijendra? Guys, everybody understand or not? This is for more customization. According to your requirement, your customer requirement, you can able to do the customization in our Cisco routers and all. But these broadband routers, it has already software is inbuilt. It's already programmed. You cannot do anything in that. It doesn't have more features. Only its job is LAN to WAN. Whenever the traffic coming from the LAN, send it to the WAN. That's it. That's why it doesn't require much knowledge. Don't say that, man, I configure 3 4 broadband route. It's not a big deal. Who knows the network, they can do it. Is it clear, everybody, guys? But today, whatever information you learn about WAN connectivity and all, it's very important. Yeah? Any questions, guys? Are you available tomorrow, guys? Whenever I send a message, no, just reply back to me, man, at least. Yes, sir, we are available. Yeah? Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Is it clear, everybody? Any questions? How many people are there? Only 15. Yeah? Any questions, guys, so far? Yeah, we need to start our routing, man, with full power. Guys, everybody has to go through it. I think Madam Singh, she didn't see. Madam, do you have a time? See, actually, what I did here in my GNS, guys, who never seen that? Actually, in my GNS, I have added here. See, I added the Windows XP and all. Happy Independence Day, man. She's left. Madam Singh, she's left already. Madam, are you there? She left, guys. No problem. Yeah. Because, guys, I think Bhupesh and all, I told them. Bhupesh today he didn't come. Did you see here Windows XP and all I added here? If you want to understand the technology more deep, you can able to add it. Already I shared it to you, to images to everyone. Please go through it, guys. Yeah. So this is, it's required like Core i7 and it consumes more memory and all. You just go through it. If you don't know how to deploy it, help me. I will help you out. Okay. Personally, you can send me a message and I will take the remote and I'll help you out. Okay, guys. Thank man. Thanks a lot, guys. See you. I'm leaving now. Good night, man. Good night, guys.